Ever feel like the future of AI is this runaway train and you're just stuck trying to catch up?
Yeah.
Well, today we're handing you a front row seat.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive into OpenAI's GPT-4o,
Right.
but not just the headlines.
Yeah.
We're going straight to their system card for the real story.
Yeah, think of the system card as the engineering report behind the scenes of a magic show.
Okay.
It doesn't spoil the wonder,
Yeah.
but it shows you how the trick is done where the risks lie.
And trust me, with GPT-4, the tricks are pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah.
This isn't just another chatbot churning out text. GPT-4o is being called an omni model, and it's a whole different ballgame.
Imagine for the first time an AI that understands the world more, like you do through sight, sound, AD text, all intertwined.
What?
It's called an omni model.
Yeah.
Because it's like the difference between listening to a radio drama and watching a blockbuster movie in your mind.
So we're talking AI that could create entire movies, compose music, or have a conversation with you using different voices and showing you images as it speaks. That's wild.
Precisely. And the system card gives us a glimpse into how they built this.
Okay.
One of the big leaps is speed.
Okay.
GPT-4o can respond to your voice in milliseconds,
Wow.
averaging just 320.
Really?
To put that into perspective, it takes your brain about that long just to process that you've heard something.
Okay, now that's what I call a rapid-fire conversation partner.
Yeah.
But with all this power comes a lot of responsibility, right?
Oh, absolutely.
This system card seems almost obsessed with safety, and for good reason.
Absolutely. It's one thing to have an AI write a poem, another entirely, when it can create a hyper-realistic video of anyone saying anything.
Right.
OpenAI brought in over 100 external experts to red team GPT-4o, essentially poking and prodding it, looking for ways it could be misused.
So they basically assembled a team of AI skeptics, handed them the keys, and said, okay, try to break it.
You could say that, and one thing they discovered was the need to specifically train GPT-4o not to mimic voices from its training data.
Okay.
Imagine the implications if anyone could create a deepfake audio of you simply by having the AI listen to a clip of your voice.
That's seriously unnerving.
Yeah.
It's like they're playing a high-stakes game of cat and mouse with themselves, always trying to stay one step ahead of the potential misuse. It's kind of like they're building the world's most sophisticated security system.
Yeah.
At the same time, they're building the world's most powerful tool.
And that's a good analogy, because one of the things that jumped out at me in the system card
Okay.
was the attention they paid to GPT-4o's potential for persuasion.
Right.
It's one thing to worry about misinformation,
Right.
but what if an AI can craft arguments or stories that are incredibly convincing, even emotionally manipulative?
Yeah, it's like, how do you regulate for something that's basically just really, really good at understanding and using language?
Right.
Did they find anything in their research that suggests GPT-4 is some kind of master manipulator?
Well, they were particularly interested in how the voice capabilities play into this.
Okay.
They did studies comparing GPT-4o's ability to shift people's opinions to that of a human speaker,
Oh, wow.
kind of like a digital debate club. What they found is fascinating. GPT-4o wasn't demonstrably more persuasive than a person.
Okay, so no need to reach for the tinfoil hats just yet.
Right.
But even if it's on par with a human, that's still kind of alarming, right?
It is, and I think it forces us to confront something fundamental about persuasion.
Okay.
If an AI can be just as convincing as another person, what does that say about how we process information, how we form our beliefs? It's a question that philosophers have been wrestling with for centuries.
And now we've got AI forcing us to confront it head on in a whole new way.
Right.
But let's shift gears a bit from the potential pitfalls and talk about something that really piqued my curiosity in the system card.
Sure.
The idea of GPT-4 as a collaborator, particularly in scientific fields.
Right. The potential here is immense. One of the red teamers who got to experiment with GPT-4o, someone with a deep understanding of quantum physics,
Right.
described it as having a more intelligent brainstorming partner.
Right.
It's not just about speed or efficiency. It's about an AI that can grasp complex concepts
Right.
and contribute meaningfully to the advancement of knowledge.
So are we talking about a future where AI is winning Nobel Prizes alongside human scientists?
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Hmm.
But imagine AI that can process and analyze massive data sets, identify patterns humans might miss, even generate hypotheses or experimental designs.
Wow.
This could revolutionize fields like medicine materials,
Yeah.
science, climate modeling, any area where understanding vast amounts of data is critical.
Hey, that's seriously cool. But speaking of AI breaking new ground, There's one more aspect of the system card we have to talk about, this idea of people forming genuine emotional bonds with AI like GPT-4o.
It's one of the most thought-provoking and perhaps unsettling aspects of this new generation of AI when a machine can hold a conversation that feels natural, understand your emotions,
Yeah.
even generate custom content that resonates deeply with you.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
challenges our very definition of connection.
It makes you wonder, are we talking about a future where people start to prefer these AI companions to real-life relationships? Or is this more about augmenting our human connections, making our interactions richer and more meaningful?
It's a question that goes right to the heart of what it means to be human in an age of increasingly sophisticated AI.
Right.
And what's striking about this system card is that OpenAI doesn't shy away from these big existential questions.
Yeah.
They're not just building a technology, they're starting a conversation.
Which is refreshing, to be honest.
Yeah.
It would be easy to just focus on the technical achievements, but this feels different.
Right.
Like they're acknowledging the enormous societal impact GPT-4o could have.
Precisely. And that brings me to something I wanted to leave you with today. A thought to consider as you go about your day interacting with the world, and perhaps increasingly with AI itself.
Yeah.
The system card quite rightly focuses on mitigating the risks of GPT-4o,
Right.
but it also hints at something truly remarkable, the sheer potential it unlocks. What if, instead of fearing this level of AI, we found ways to use it to tackle humanity's biggest challenges?
Now you're speaking my language. Give me a glimpse of that future.
Imagine AI collaborators helping us unlock solutions to climate change,
Wow.
accelerating breakthroughs in medicine, even pushing the boundaries of space exploration.
Okay.
Imagine a world where AI doesn't replace human ingenuity, but amplifies it, allowing us to achieve what we never thought possible.
It's a future that's both awe-inspiring and a little bit daunting,
Yeah.
but mostly awe-inspiring.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of it. We don't have all the answers.
Yeah.
But the very act of asking these questions, of engaging in thoughtful exploration, is a step in the right direction. Because ultimately, as with any powerful tool, it's up to us to decide how AI shapes our world.
Well said. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into GPT-4o. We hope you've come away with a better understanding of not just the technology itself, but also the profound questions it raises about our future.
It's a future that's being written right now, and the most important thing is that we're all part of the conversation.